Greetings, ladies, gents, oddities, and all the in-betweens. I'm CrimsonSlave, and I'm beginning to see the error of my ways and all these things. Perhaps that's a theme of my week. Seeing things that need to be corrected. This week has been can't use trying, can't use weird, can't use unique. My week has normalized my position. My position is assistant store leader, and I feel, in some ways, very few. I feel in some ways I have officially come into what it is to be a store leader. Sorry, assistant store leader. And one of those things that I've done is realizing that dealing with other people's problems and dealing with perspectives on how things work can be trying. Trying to understand time management has been something that I've been working on, and trying to lead in my own life with a slight level of excellence has become an interesting and trying thing that I'm getting used to. But I can say, despite the obstacles that I encountered this week, that I am normalizing. And when I say normalizing, it means that I am getting to a point where everything makes sense. I think everyone has that moment from when they get promoted from an old position or an entry position to a higher one, or even go from being unemployed, being hired somewhere new, that you have to take some time to get used to what that job is and how it's going to affect your life and how it's going to work into your life. And I think that I officially have hit a point where I know how my job is affecting my free time, what I'm doing, how I'm going to do things, when I can leave, and overall getting everything together. Now, my week has some hiccups. I'm not going to sugarcoat these things, but I would say that my week had a few interesting moments. I think the most interesting moment of my week happened on Friday. On Friday, I was driving to work, and I saw a guy with his kid playing in the street. I started slowing down because it's a one-way road that splits off of a two-way to being on a one-way. And I was going the speed limit, but I just saw this guy with his kid riding a big wheel in the street, and instead of pulling his kid off the street or playing your driveway, he just kind of strongly walked out into the road and stared down my car. Like, pick these words carefully. Pick these words carefully. Occasionally, people have the morbid curiosity of hitting people because they're in the way. But I've never seen someone walk into the road, At like, keep in mind, like 9:30 in the morning, like 9:15 in the morning, and just stare at a car on a one-way street going down the road. Personal highlight of my week, 'cause I could have hit that guy, and I just don't, I don't know. So, that happened, a personal highlight. Some other things happened, but I think one of the more interesting things that happened this week was that the CDC has lifted mandates for fully vaccinated people. Now, I'll be fully vaccinated next week. So that's interesting for me. Now, one of the things that makes this weird to me is because I work in Maryland. I have nothing against Maryland as a state or the people that work there. But one of the things that I do know is that in my time period while I've worked in Maryland, I've had a lot of strongly opinionated people come into my store. So today, amongst working, I had a few people come in without masks on. The CDC made this announcement, and I know that like the Maryland governor said something. I haven't tracked down officially what he said, but people just walked in without masks. Some people had masks, people didn't have masks on. Apparently, it's up to the company. And like the start of the pandemic, I can't force people to put masks on. I'm okay with that. I'm not about that person who's weird about that. I'm okay with that. What I find interesting about this problem is all the people that I talked to explained to me that they're from different counties. They went to other stores. It's different. I asked them, they explained. I was like, fine, you're only here buying like one or two things. I have large gaps between my store. People don't actually shop together. So the people that came in my store without masks kind of came in by themselves, bought what they came to get, and then left. So I'm just going to take this on a person-to-person basis. That said, I did have someone argue with me. Slightly. I simply asked him the question because he wasn't wearing a mask. They were having this interesting conversation, kind of loud, about other things. And he went to pay for my thing and said the words, oh, look, there's also a coin shortage, or a bullet shortage. And I don't take political sides. Try not to, at least. But I just kind of feel like the people talk about guns. Those are the people that start arguments with you. And what do you know? He tried to. And that was interesting. Everyone else was cool with me. He just got kind of weird about it. Told me I couldn't ask him questions. Wasn't going to wear a mask in my store. Just didn't feel like arguing with him. Because I was like 30 minutes from closing. Wasn't a big deal. But that was the whole thing. I started this Red? Why are you red? Why did you become red? Whatever. My light tried to become red today. I know that, like, that's a variant of orange. Why are you red? Pick a color. What is this? Cool. My light's broken. I was saying something about stuff. That happened. That was also another thing. But, that means that, like, we're technically maybe on the end, on approaching that may mean that we are approaching the end of the mask mandate. I'm actually super happy about it. I got fully vaccinated, which means that I'll be able to see Dance Gavin Dance in concert later next year. I might also be able to get tickets to the Super Hella Mega. I can't do the second one without help. Maybe I'll be able to see the Super Mega Tour next year, or maybe the return. Who knows? Maybe I'll be able to see concerts this year, but I want to see concerts who I got vaccinated for that reason. So that was what I talk about news politically. Yeah. Now I worked basically all last week and had a lot of issues last week, and I kind of went on a weird thing about last week. Don't know what that was, but where'd it go? It fell in a box. It did. So, some things that I picked up this week. I now have Resident Evil Village, the PS5. Candid, I was going to get on the PS5 originally, but there's not much on the PS5. I own the PS5. I have complaints and issues about the PS5, but I decided to get the definitive copy of it with all the cool things with haptic feedback. So I now own Resident Evil Village. I already opened it. I started playing it last night because I picked it up Friday on my way. I picked up Saturday on my way to work. So I now own Village. And having a little light show in my room because my light can't decide if it wants to be green or not. For some reason. I got some stuff this week. I now have my last Deadpool pop. I now have this pop, which completes my collection. I now have all... Yeah, I'm not dexterous enough to do that. I have all 8 pops. Take our word on it. I have all 8 pops. I have all of them now. Take our word on it. I have them all. I just don't feel like moving all of them and like getting the rest. I don't feel like getting up. Also, I found 2 random pops at my store and picked these up. So now I have Beetlejuice pops. I have Barbara and I have Adam transformed. This is super cool. Because I didn't think I'd be able to get these pops ever. I've also had this really weird desire to actually watch Beetlejuice again. And I figured I'd get some pops for it. But, I'm super happy with these things. I have Beetlejuice pops. I think I need like one more and I'll be able to complete that set. And that's kind of cool. Yeah. I also found this at my store. It is a Reaper keychain that I got for a friend. Hopefully he likes it. Because she likes Overwatch, and I think that she likes Reaper, and hopefully she gets it. If not, I'll just keep it and use it as something on a different key ring so I know distinctively which one it is. Pretty much it. I am laying the groundwork to getting a new car. Because after the gas crisis that popped up this week, it was interesting. Apparently, someone did ransomware on the pipeline that supplies gas to the entire East Coast. That happened. I became super concerned about the miles per gallon that my car can get. So, I already had plans technically underway to pick up a Kia Soul, but after the gas shortage that lasted, I think, like a day, I decided to look into it. Like, I want a new car. The gas shortage isn't really a big factor, but I'm trying my best at this moment to save money. I want to do different and better things. I want to be able to get a camera to do these videos a little better, and I can't do that without saving money. I want so I want to get a better camera. I want to do that. I want to actually use things originally. I just want to have paychecks and like have the security of being able to buy food efficiently. I don't worry about gas. Like my car is taking like $35 to $40 a fill up every 3 days. I do mean that. I got paid Friday, and I went to a gas station on E and spent essentially $41. And I went to work Friday, Saturday, today is Sunday, and my car is back on E. So I need to go out and get more gas, which is probably going to be like $35 to do, if not more. And I can tell you from experience that when you go to work an hour away, spending $80 every 3 days when you work 4 days, work 5 days a week, cuts into a lot of extra stuff. I currently want to get a shelf for my room so I can put some figures away. As I said a couple weeks ago, I haven't made a lot of progress on that because of my gas situation and my food situation, which aren't the best because of the gas I have to spend to get to work. I really, 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 really want to work on getting I really want to work on getting things more organized. I really want to work on getting a new camera and pretty much that. But I can't do that without saving money, and I'm debating heavily if taking on a lower car payment is the best method to instill that. Because I just really need to save money on gas. Now, next week, so that's pretty much everything I have for this whole week. I'm probably going to play Resident Evil. If I get done this, I'm probably going to order myself some Domino's because I'm hungry and I want something to eat. I don't have anything to eat in the house. I need to figure out groceries. Moving on. Next week, I plan to get my car looked at because something is weird in the back of my car near my back wheel panel. You need to get that looked at. I need to look into getting a button for my car because I'm tired of opening my car and turning my alarm off. It's annoying. I need to look into places that will have Kia Souls and figure out prices and figure out if I take my car there, how much it's going to cost me. I need to start periodically and technically clear out my entire car in order to have it ready to be given away to someone else. And I just, need to get some stuff in order to get these short-term things accomplished. That's like part of my week. Another part of my week is going to be with the week that I have currently. I'm probably going to strive toward. I'm going to strive toward locating a Kia Soul 2015 wherever it is, figure out what the things are going to be for it. I want to get a shelf for my room, 2 shelves for my room actually. I plan and really hope to go see Man Man of Wrath. I bought some stuff for organization for my store. Hopefully that gets more figured out for my store. And I plan to come back to you next week with my hair relaxed. So in 2 weeks from next week, I'll be able to dye it green. I don't have a lot of things going on next week. Honestly, I have to work a different store to help train some people, and that'll be interesting, I'm sure. But I'm just gonna try to like get through my week as easy as possible. Just kind of push on through. Honestly, I rambled a little longer than I thought I was going to, and I made this video 20 minutes long. So there's that. But it's been a week for sure with a lot of interesting things. So I, for now, will see you guys all again next week. My ramblings are legendary, and I don't know what's going on with my life. But if you ever want to get like micro versions of what's going on with me currently, follow me on Instagram. I post almost every day. Depending on the days, I just don't post that day. But I am getting better at it and taking pictures every day and posting stuff. So, that's the thing. And, you know, if not, dislike this video, like it, ignore me. It's truly up to you. But, you know, I will see you all again next week. Till then.